Hey there, folks. July 29. Today we took 6 trades on 3 stocks. Start with SOAR. At the very beginning, well, not at the beginning of the stock market, but an hour and 15 in, this stock is curling up. It looks really good. Volumes across both the 5 minute and the 1 minute look good. The 133 tick count seems a little bit red, but that's because it just dialed back a little bit. And there isn't anything else out there really jumping out at us. So we went ahead and jumped in on this one. And the thought was, of course, hey, yeah, it's a little high, but we're willing to take a chance, and there might be something here. So if anything, you already know if I'm not persistent, I'm really stubborn, or vice versa. And there was hints here that it might pick up a new volume, but it is early and still pre-market, and perhaps we don't have that many folks willing to take a chance. So we continue to watch it. We continue to hold, and again, bull traps. We had a nice pullback there. It should have picked up, and it should have gone up. Obviously, this stock symbol did not understand the meaning of the word SOAR. It thought we said SOAR with an SORE, because that's how it left me after being down 11 here, 13, 15, and then a third red candle, but still teasing us here. And of course, I did get a high fill. I went in to buy the bid, and I still got a high fill. Did get a high fill in a couple of stocks today and yesterday as well. So, and who knows, that might just be my internet. It's just delayed. Typically, they say that if you're watching anything on YouTube, it'll be 5 seconds behind, right? Well, I've watched scanners on YouTube actually be ahead of me. And my internet connection is supposed to be 1 gig. It's the computer's connected at 2.5 gig to the router, but that doesn't help. You still are going to get delays. So if you're a beginner and you're just starting out, worried about connections, make sure you don't use Wi-Fi for trading. It's very dangerous. The other thing is make sure you have your mobile close by, and that you've logged into your broker, and that you can quickly log into your broker, either using face recognition or fingerprinting, because in case of an outage, power, computer, whatever that case may be, you can always go back to your mobile phone and exit a position so that you don't get caught in a downturn. Now, for me, the smart thing would have been to exit right here. It's just not going up. But of course, like I said, I'm stubborn, not persistent, and we downturn. Now, I'm still hoping that it'll bounce off of the PWAP there. But no, it just made me sore. All right, so now we're down, what, 19 bucks, I think we wound up on the day, and we're thinking, oh, wow, Tuesday, down 19 is going to be a repeat of last week. Luckily, CLDI comes up. It's under $1. And the nice thing about this is you can buy many shares, and if it moves, 10, 15 cents, you can make a little dough. And And I think people moved on from SOAR and saw CLDI, and it had an opportunity. It's got a nice. It looks like it wants to build a pan and handle pattern there. The MACD doesn't look as promising there, but I went ahead and jumped in. Typically, what I would see here would be it's riding the right above the 50 and the 20 there, and trying to hit the VWAP. Now it's a little too close to the VWAP, and to the point where typically what will happen is it'll hit VWAP, bounce down before it goes back up again. Usually you want some separation, but it's got a nice distance between the 200 and the VWAP, and volume looks like it's coming in. It isn't the greatest, but it's holding its own. So I hold this one for a while, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. See if I want to bail out, see if I want to hold it. So right about here, of course, we're down $25, $26 in the day. And the question is, do you want a repeat of last week? You know, get the hell out. But that little bar up there with the small wick that's held up at the top, even though we've got two red ones coming up here, convinced me that there might be something here. And that perhaps that tiny little red bar there was the rejection, and that we could climb back up again. The scary thing are the number of sellers. You can see on level 2 and on the ladder there, 477, which is a lot. Multiplied by 100, it's a lot of shares. And we don't have enough to counteract on the left-hand side. So you see me hovering the sell button here, because at this point, I think I want to get out. But there's a little bit of green there. And so I continue to hold. And the full amount. I got 200 shares here at 81.8153. We're about halfway in the trade now. So I've been holding almost 4 minutes, and I'm going to hold it another 4 minutes. Now it's obvious on the MACD and the volume, everything's turning red. But it held through, I think the gray line up there is the 50. You still got that huge seller up there. And here at this point, it is going down. Or is it? So that's what I've noticed that we have to play around with is being stopped out. And that's why I didn't put a stop loss here because I didn't know how far back down it would go. Certainly the blue line there, which is the 20, would be a good place to put a stop. And if it gets there, get out. Well, if I had gotten out there, I would have lost money. So typically what we'll see is we'll see stock go up a little bit, come back all the way down, either halfway to the largest uh, green bar, and either sometimes even below it to about a quarter of it, and then climb back up again and reclaim. So pretty sure these are the algos and what they're there for. They're there to keep folks from overshorting, folks from overbuying, overselling. We got about 2 minutes left to go in the hold. We have good reclaim, good recovery here. And at this point, we're not thinking we're going to make a whole lot of money. What we are thinking about this is a recovery. We jumped in, we've held it this long, it's recovered, it's getting you go back up there. And what you're looking for is looking for good, steady momentum up, only to get you out closer to where you entered. This way, you don't lose a whole lot of money. Now, if it does happen that it's got a nice little jump, then that's great. But nearing the VWAP here, uh, the projection would be that it bounces down off of VWAP. Now we did wind up green on this trade, but just by a little over $2, I think. And that's precisely why. We turned the corner, we turned green. We start scaling out, watching it, see if it'll hold. Nope, let's get out. $4.71. So that was a long haul and a potentially a bigger even loss. So a little later, it's now at 6:16. Before the market opens, it starts moving up again. It looks like there's an opportunity. We jump in with a large size, 600 shares. Again, these are just small wins. And we start scaling out. Sold 200 there. Let's come back down. And it's still indecision. This trade, I think, was about a 2-minute hold. We went in with 600, but we sold 200 off the bat because we don't see the strength of it moving up. Diamond sales is mixed. A little bit of green. We're watching the MACD rise slightly above, but the volume is low. And we pick up And of course, at the double top, sold a couple of hundred shares. But I don't think we sell fast enough. Oh, we did. Okay, 13 bucks. So now we've recovered some against the loss on SOAR, 618, and we continue to hold for market open. STAI hits the scanners and it starts to move closer to market open. During pre-market, it wasn't hardly doing anything. It didn't have volume. It slightly rose, but it didn't have that much volume. So here we are. It's already a 6:15, so 16 minutes have gone by since market open, and we're watching it. And it's got a nice cup there, and it looks like it's going to go. So we go in with a small position. And all three charts look really good. MACD's up, volume's up, 133 tick mark charts up. We're about to hit the high of day there, 111, and volume is kicking up on the 5-minute. There is a double top here, and this double top scared me. You see there me trying to set up a stop, and for some reason it didn't let me. I think I clicked on a non-zero quantity there. I'm trying to set a very close stop here because I don't want to lose any more money and get out green if I could. The numbers too. Look at the sales. Starting to go green, but on the ladder, the sellers on level 2 as well. But it did recover off of that red bar. I just didn't trust it, so I let it go. A few seconds later, here it comes back again, and of course I'm going to jump in. Jump in, the water's fine. Even though there are a lot of sellers on the ladder and level 2, it does appear that the stock has good momentum and it's going to move up. And now it's a matter of, I'm looking here for a stop loss, for a decent stop loss. I can't find one, so I give up. I'll just manage it. The nice hold. There's a little bit of a red volume bar there on the 1 minute. And on the 133 tick mark, you see 2 red candles for volume. But it's 6:59, and what I'm hoping here will happen is typically at the top of the hour, both 7 and 8 o'clock, happens to be a surge of buyers who come in, and maybe they just got in, they look at what's moving, and this was second on our scanner list there, but our number one gapper as of that moment with very good volume. So at this point, it looks like it goes down and up with a little pullback. And here I'm thinking that I'm gonna begin to ease out. And then continue to watch the time and sales ticker. That's the basis of my actions. See how many sellers See how many buyers, and I'm getting ready to sell at least there half because I don't want to lose more with 200 shares. However, I'm hoping that 20 there is going to hold. I don't think it was going to hold, so I sold 100, but I kept the other 100, and we see it hold on the 20. So I personally, as a trader, have a hard time waiting for pullbacks, and especially waiting for it to pull back to an EMA or VWAP and then purchase. But I did go ahead and I was trying to work on my calculator because I didn't know how much money I had here, so I lost a few seconds. Otherwise, it probably would have made a little more. But I went ahead and jumped in again with 500 more shares at this point because it looks like the strength is there. Even though the MACD, you see it fluttering up and down, and the volume seems slow. The ladder on the price ladder, they're getting eaten up. And here we go. We finally start moving up, and we wind up the day $13 in the green, small green, but it is a win, and that's 2 days in a row. Even though it was only 10 cents yesterday, I'm only down 30 for the month, and that's huge for me. The last losing month, I think I was at 450, so I'm improving, and hopefully you guys watching me trade is going to give you hints and help you. It's not perfect. Do not duplicate what I do. You run into risks and dangers, but at least you can see it from a different perspective, and that's the whole point of these videos. If you like it, if you want to leave some comments, go ahead, please. Subscribe. It really helps the channel. And then we'll see tomorrow and see what happens. Look at that, $34, $28 up, and a $24 day. Well, I think it comes down. There we go, 19. See you tomorrow.